Hello everyone, my name is Harry Tulsrum. I'm a member of the Center of Excellence team here at Juniper Networks. I would like to share with you a very simple demo of a Telco Cloud SDN use case, providing some highlights into network automation. So let's begin. On the very top, you will see that I've got four buttons. Two of them controls traffic flow to the data center, and the other two is responsible for spinning up and spinning down VNF services. In the network diagram below, I have got two remote sites connected to the PE router of the operator's network. This is called Enterprise 1, and the second one is known as Enterprise 2. So what I'd like to do next is to set up pings between Enterprise 1 and Enterprise 2. But first, let's find out what the TCP IP address is of Enterprise 2. Click on that. Setting up an SSH session to Enterprise 2. Okay, let's see what the IP address is for ETH0. That's what it is right there, 172.2.2.50. Okay, copy it. Back to the orchestrator. Now to set up the pings, let me go into Enterprise 1. Okay, so let me set up the ping. Paste. There you go. Okay, the pings are set up between Enterprise 1 and Enterprise 2. So I'm just going to let it leave. I'm going to leave it that way. Go back to the orchestrator. Okay, right now let's say that there's a simple requirement where Enterprise 1 and Enterprise 2 requires that all communication goes through a firewall. So now I'm going to demonstrate how we spin up a firewall to do that. So I'm going to click on this button to ignite the VNF or the firewall. And that kicks off the service creation process. This process will take about 3 minutes. And a lot of the time is basically waiting for the service instance to be available. And please feel free to fast forward the video. Okay, at this point, we probably have to wait 3 minutes before the service instance becomes available. So in the meantime, please get yourself a cup of coffee, relax, sit back, and let's see this process continue. If this was done in a production network running on very high powered server hardware, you would see this process basically come up in a matter of seconds. But to be honest, this whole process currently is running off my laptop or my MacBook Pro with 16 gig of RAM. There you go. So now the service instance availability is up and the service creation process is completed. So if you look at the diagram below, you will see that now the traffic is being routed from Enterprise 1 through the firewall towards Enterprise 2. So since the pings are still going on, let's double check by looking into the firewall. So setting up an SSH session with the firewall. Let's have a look if traffic is really going through the firewall. And there you go. That is our ICMP traffic from Enterprise 1 to Enterprise 2 traversing the firewall. Now back to the orchestrator. Let's say I want to stop the flow of traffic to the data center. So I'm going to click on this button. And now you see the traffic is now diverted directly from Enterprise 1 to Enterprise 2. Let's double check by checking out the firewall. Aha, there you go. And you can see that there's no traffic going through the firewall at the moment. Okay, back to the orchestrator. Now let's say that I want to reroute the traffic to the data center. Click on that. Traffic is rerouted to the data center through the firewall. Let's check the firewall. And there you go. Traffic is running through the firewall now. So I'm just going to do this a couple of times more. Stop the traffic to the firewall. Check the firewall. Yes, no traffic going through it. And now redirect the traffic back into the firewall. And there you go. So at this point of the demonstration, I've decided that, you know what, I don't need the firewall anymore. I want to spin it down. I want to remove it totally. So I go to this icon here to extinguish the VNF, click on it, and that kicks off the service removal process. And the service removal process is completed. All right. So we are back to where we started. Now I'd like to go to Enterprise 1, which is this tab over here. And you see that the pings are still active. I like to kill the pings. And what I wanted to show you is that after having steered the traffic, having inserted the firewall, removing the firewall, steering the traffic to the data center and directly to Enterprise 1, you notice that there's zero packet loss or 0% packet loss. And that's basically what we're looking for as well. Automation in which the user experience is not impeded in any way. And for the last thing I forgot to mention, if you like to have a look at the router, you can actually put the pointer at the middle of the cloud, click on that, and that basically takes you into our VMX router. And you can also view the configuration of the VMX router here. And that is the end of my demonstration. Thank you very much for your time, and goodbye.